G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, you already know what I'm gonna be talking about. I have to talk about how we had the Duo World Cup winner Aqua banned from Fortnite today and was unable to play in the EU Week 3 Day 1 finals. So this is insane. This could also mean potentially that he is unable to play in FNCS heats and then finals, which by result means that Benjyfishy, Leshy, and Savage have such a higher chance of winning, and it's just crazy. Everyone's been asking, why did he get banned? Some people are saying stream sniping. Some people are saying that he broke the terms of service. I'm going to go through all of that and break it down for you. I also need to talk about how Mr. Fresh Asian did not qualify for heats in OCE FNCS. So this will be the first FNCS in OCE's history where Mr. Fresh Asian is not in the finals, which is insane, especially when you consider the fact that his teammate Slayer had already qualified in week 1, left his team to play with Fresh, and now has not qualified. So it's super crazy. Before we jump into the video, guys, please chuck a like on the video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think that Aqua deserved to be banned. Wait till I actually present what happened first though, because a lot of people I don't think realize the actual reason he got banned. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to me. And if you haven't, check out my Twitch. I stream live every single day at twitch.tv/Aussie Antics. Let's just jump into it. All right, so what exactly happened with Aqua? What is everyone going crazy about? Well, it looks like Aqua's team was unable to play in the finals today of EU. They played game 1 and then they were unable to play from game 2 onwards, which is making a lot of people ask, why? What happened? Why was he banned? And there's two main things people are talking about. First off, there was a screenshot that was taken in Mr. Savage chat that actually showed Aqua's Twitch channel in his viewer list, which means that Aqua at the time was watching Mr. Savage while playing, which brings up accusations of stream sniping. But firstly, I want to mention that Fortnite has very rarely, if ever, acted on stream sniping allegations because it's incredibly hard to prove. One of the main reasons being that user lists are delayed. Aqua could have been in the user list and then he could have left once the game started. I don't know. I'm not saying whether Aqua stream sniped or not. I'm just saying that I don't think that is why he got banned. The second accusation, and the one that I actually think is the real reason why Aqua was banned and unable to play the finals, was because he actually broke clause 8.2.1 of the Epic Games terms of service. And I won't go through the whole thing, but this is basically the competitive integrity clause, which means that players have to play to the best of their ability in Fortnite, and specifically intentionally disconnecting from a match without a legitimate reason for doing so. And this is now punishable by Epic's terms of service. So what happened? Well, Aqua's team was going up against Benjyfishy's team in the semi-finals. Aqua was knocked. He was about to get shaken down, which would tell, you know, Benjyfishy's team where his teammates are, which is a big advantage to have. And he left the game intentionally, which means that he couldn't be shaken down and his teammates could escape. And you can see why this would be against terms of service and why it would be against the rules, because he's deliberately doing something that is now giving his team an advantage over another team, which is against the rules. So you can see why Epic acted on this. You can see why he would be banned for this, but I think the severity of the ban wouldn't have been that bad. I think maybe just not being able to play finals, but we don't know what happens next. Is Aqua now banned from FNCS Grand Finals? Can he not play for the following weeks? If this is a 14-day ban, I believe even if it's a 7-day ban, technically he will not be able to play heats and therefore can't play the Grand Finals. So unless this was just a once-off event where they're just going to say you can't play today, it's a slap on the wrist, you can play next week. But the problem for me is Aqua's response to this. Aqua was obviously not happy, but he went around and started joking about it. He started posting videos where he said he's gonna hack in the next solo cash cup. He's gonna turn aimbot on. And we've already been told by Epic that you cannot make statements about clout chasing or lying about cheating. So I just think they're gonna make the punishment that much crazier now. I honestly think this would have been such a simple just slap on the wrist, and honestly a good standpoint in my opinion from Epic. I know it might not be fair to some people, because people are saying that other players do this all the time, and why is Aqua gonna get punished for it when no one else does? It's always a situation. The same within life, guys. If people have a chance to make an example of someone else to the bigger community, they will do so. And I think a slap on the wrist and just being not allowed to play in the finals today would have been okay, but with Aqua's response now, I don't know Epic's gonna go so lightly. I want to make it clear that we don't actually have an official statement from Epic. All of this is speculation. I don't know why Aqua was banned. I don't know if he will continue to be banned. I'm just basing this off what I've seen and the best of my knowledge. I think that unfortunately Aqua did make the situation worse, but I guess we have to just hope and see if we get a statement from Epic Games. What does this mean for EU going forward though? Let's look at it. If Aqua is not able to play in Heats, Finals, and Grand Finals, that means Benjyfishy's team will go on to be insanely dominant. I can just say that right now. If Benjyfishy gets uncontested Doom's Domain, like we've seen in regions like NA East with Zate's team, they win almost every time they're uncontested. Arkram's team wins almost every time. King's team wins almost every time. It's just, you have a top tier team with uncontested Dooms, even without the bomb, which hopefully will be back by finals. I say hopefully, not because I want it in the game. I say hopefully just because I think the intended purpose is to get it back in the game. So if they can fix the glitches, I'm sure it will be back in. So this could be ridiculous. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say Benjyfishy didn't qualify for finals today, potentially because of that fight with Aqua. And that's why it was such a big deal. But he's definitely still going to make it into Heats off consistency. So it doesn't really matter. For Benjyfishy's team, if Aqua's team stays banned, this was a good thing for them in the end. And I know that sounds dumb to say. And I think the weirdest thing has been the response to this. Benjyfishy and Aqua aren't mad at each other. Aqua's not angry at Benjyfishy for this situation. I think he understands that he made a mistake, or whether he agrees it's a mistake or not, he did what he did and they've caught him for it. So I'm a bit upset to see that Aqua's response was very nonchalant, which is fine. I'm happy for you to brush it off and think, okay, I'll come back next week. It was just, the video with the hacking was just so stupid. Aqua, what are you doing? Why would you risk it? You just didn't need to post that. Not as crazy as being banned, but still equally insane. We have to talk about how Fresh, Slayer, and Squeaks did not qualify for finals this weekend. They didn't make it out of semi-finals, which guarantees that they will not be playing in Heats. And I want to explain this because a lot of people are very confused on how FNCS works. They think that, oh, he didn't qualify because he didn't get top 8. He can still qualify through consistency. Well, that's not the case. Because Fresh split up with Carry On in week 1, they don't get any of their consistency points from week 1. They're only going off their week 2 consistency points where they made the finals and they didn't perform that great. And now their week 3 points where they actually didn't even make finals. So I've brought up the consistency leaderboards point here from Kinch Analytics. I'll put the link in the description if you want to check it yourself. It's how you can find out where everyone is on consistency. Fresh's team is 83rd. Which is nowhere near close enough to get into the Heats based off consistency. The way the Heats are going to work, just in OCE so you have an understanding, is 8 teams from each week automatically qualify to Heats. So that's going to make up roughly 24 of the teams, but some of them double qualified, so that makes up about 20 of the teams, which means the other teams that are going to make it into the Heats, so you need to still fill up 66 players. So about 43 teams will make it through on consistency, or roughly about that. Fresh's team's 83rd. And we've still got finals to go on today, of which Fresh's team didn't make it in, so other teams can go above them. So it's super unfortunate, but Fresh's team did not qualify. And I hear people saying, what about the wildcard round? The wildcard round is for teams that make it to Heats, that don't qualify through to finals, to try to make it to finals. So that doesn't apply. So super sad days for OCE. This is the first OCE FNCS where Mr. Fresh Asian will not be playing. And a lot of people keep asking my opinion on this. I think it was just an unfortunate mix of drop spawn beef drama at the start. Obviously, I covered that a whole bunch. Splitting with Carry On, so they lost their consistency points, and then picking up Slayer. Carry On's now gone on to do insanely well with his new team, and people are asking, oh, then why'd they drop him? That was so stupid. Clearly Carry On was better than Slayer. It's not that simple. If I had to pick one reason why I think Fresh's team struggled this time around, Fresh in the past in team game modes has always had a really strong leader, a really smart, usually older player to lead him through and to get him to play a lot smarter, and that would be Rel. Sometimes he's played with Jinx, obviously. So unfortunately this time around, while Fresh, Slayer, Squeaks, and Carry On are all phenomenal players, they're insanely aggressive, they're really mechanical, and they're not, I'm not going to say they're not the smartest because that sounds bad. They know how to get eliminations. They don't know how to rotate smart for placement. You've seen that. I've coached Fresh on my channel a bunch. He's put it on his streams as well. He just isn't the smartest because he doesn't play scrims in that part of the game. So I feel like all Fresh really needed was, if they were going to drop Carry On, they really had to pick up like a leader player. I wanted to see like a Rel well. Maybe like just an older player like Jinx does as well. Maybe Tui. It's just, there's a lot of OC IGLs that could have worked, and unfortunately Fresh didn't pick one of them. But at the end of the day, Fresh is moving more and more away from competitive and more into content. Do I think that he deserved to be in the finals? Yes. It was just an unfortunate circumstance of a season, so I wouldn't look into it too much. I didn't want to give too much of like a breakdown on why is Fresh not as good as he used to be. I just think it was an unlucky season, to be honest. All right, guys, that does it for another video. I hope it helped out. I know there's a whole bunch of tweets. There's so much information going around, so I really just wanted to present you exactly what happened. So let me know in the comment section down below, after hearing all of it, do you think Aqua should have got banned? Maybe just for the event or for all of FNCS? Let me know. If you liked today's video, please chuck a like on it. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to me. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.